For most of human history, there's been the stereotype of the white-collar husband and the wife that stays home and cooks or takes care of the baby. But now there's been a change in these so-called gender roles. Not to say that I agree with them or that's the way things should be, but it's just that there's some things that are changing now. Now we have men like Clavicular who prioritize looksmaxxing over health, or treating women fairly. Now men are spending hours in the bathroom looking in mirrors, focusing on what cleansers to buy, what moisturizers to use, instead of actually getting out and doing stuff with their life. And I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing that men are actually focusing on their hygiene now. Like, don't get me wrong, that's great. But when this comes at a risk to your own health, or it's just taking over everything around you and your life, that's when it starts to get bad. And it's not only the men that are switching too. For a long time, women have not been included in a lot of things like decision making or politics or like highly intellectual stuff in society. And trust me, I don't agree with that at all. I really feel like there should be equality all across the board. Now women are putting their hands in different things. They're literally putting themselves in these spaces where women were not allowed, like back in the day. Now we have female astronauts. We have so many engineers that are female. I'm in chemistry, and lots of the people in the class majority of them are girls, and most of them are smarter than the guys. And that's not to say it's because the guys are wasting time looksmaxxing instead of studying, which it might be true, but I am pointing a big finger at looksmaxxing. That is the thing that's causing this big shift. Earlier, if you asked people what would make a man valuable, they would say things like what they could provide. Could they take care of a family? Could they build something? But now if you ask people, they ask, what's their body fat percentage? How tall are they? Blah, blah. They're chud, they don't got a good jawline. Like, why are we focusing on things that, first off, they don't have control of, and second off, don't even matter? You care more about whether his face is symmetrical, more about whether he shares the same values as you. Like, is that what we're talking about now? Now, genuinely, don't get me wrong. I have cleansers in the back here. You can even see them. I use all of these different products to, first off, get rid of my acne because I'm a teenager and I have so much of it. But now we're taking looksmaxxing to the extreme. There are whole ass accounts that are just based off of looksmaxxing. New looksmaxxing tips. They're saying this one isn't dangerous. This one's safe for you. You could do this at home right now. You're fucking banging your jaw with a mallet. How is that safe for you? Talking about it's just microfractures. The shit is not safe either way. We shouldn't be doing it. But their excuse is always, if you have a way to look better, you should do it. Just because I can do plastic surgery doesn't mean I should. Just because I can take Ozempic to lose weight doesn't mean I should. And mind you, doing all of these things in the name of looksmaxxing is really dangerous and bad for your health. There are some people who use steroids to looksmax and then they end up dying at a young age. There are people that end up with permanent eating disorders that end up getting malnourished and shit because they don't want to eat and get weight. What's wrong with being fucking normal? Like, you don't gotta be slim with six packs or whatever. You could be normal. To me, the worst things that looksmaxxing is causing right now is body dysmorphia. Now, if you don't know what body dysmorphia is, it's basically a mental health condition that makes people worry about their appearance a lot. Always find flaws in whatever it is on their face. Sometimes some people notice that one eye is different from the other. It's just some stupid stuff, stupid trivial stuff, and people worry a lot about it, and it's led to people, offing themselves. Mental health is something that we don't put a lot of attention on because for those of us who don't struggle from it, see it as something that's just like, yo, just stop worrying about it. But it's not as easy as that. And the whole looksmaxxing thing in general is just stupid. There are a lot of people who are just getting muscles for nothing. What's the point of working out all the time, getting all of these muscles, and you don't even you don't lift shit? All the people use the muscles for is just to look aesthetically pleasing. It's not like you're using it for actual, useful shit. You're not fighting a bear. Of course, in the scenario where you do have to, the muscles may come in handy, but you're just doing it just for people to see that you're fucking muscular. Oh, alright, oh my god, this guy's so strong. And then you start to make other people feel bad just because they're not fucking in the gym spamming fucking creatine and steroids into their blood. But this video is about gender role swapping, not just about men and looksmaxxing. Women are spreading out into different fields that you wouldn't even think they would want to be in. Like, I remember there was a time I saw a whole construction work or project being done by just women. And it's not like something where I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't know women were that strong. It's just that men have been dominating the construction industry and so many other health, science and stuff, that is surprising to see a lot of women nowadays doing these things. And looksmaxxing is mainly to blame. People don't want to do the heavy work, the dirty work. You don't want to see a lot of people wanting to be mechanics and stuff. They just want to be social media creators. Of course, you could say I'm doing the same thing too, but it's mainly because I'm in school. I've applied to jobs and they say I'm underqualified because I'm a flipping junior and I don't have a lot of work qualifications or whatever they say. So I'm just like, let me make YouTube videos. I do have a passion for it. I do want to make movies, but I feel like we over idolize the people who do these things, like social media stuff, and not everyone's flocking to do it. And there are a lot of people who are not going into construction. Me personally, I flipping love it. If this shit blows up and I could end up doing whatever I want on YouTube, I'd probably be doing construction shit. I'd do mechanic shit because I do like handiwork, but at the same time, don't have qualifications. A lot of people aren't hiring 16-year-olds to work in a flipping body shop. But so maybe gender roles aren't reversing. Maybe they're just dissolving and equaling themselves out. Maybe it's because the modern world doesn't need the exact same skill sets that we used to have 100 years ago. Technology's changing, the society's changing. So of course, the things that we prioritize are changing as well. And with that comes some of the changes, like men becoming the new beauty consumers. Like, there's so many products online that just like for men to Looksmaxx, bro. 10 years ago, if you asked a guy what a gua sha is, they would be fucking stumped. They'd think that's a guava or some shit. I don't even know. So if masculinity is no longer defined by heavy lifting, hard labor, what is the meaning of masculinity now? What makes a man? Apart from them having a penis, what really do we do in society? Like, why are we really switching to things that are so trivial, that don't even matter? Your looks do matter in some sense, but not to the extent that we take it. We are really pushing the line here, like genuinely. We're putting too much attention on things that don't matter, things that shouldn't matter to us, and things that, I don't know, used to not matter to us at all. Of course, there are always switches and changes in the way society moves and acts, but currently I don't see this to be a great switch. But what I do like to see is women finally going into things that they never used to be doing, things that they actually want to do, things that used to be barred off from them. That is one of the good things that is coming out of this. And it seems like women are becoming more and more successful in every single field, even the ones that are quote unquote for men. I know this might be a conversation or topic a lot of people might be uncomfortable about, but it is something we have to talk about because it's so prominent nowadays. Men are just becoming lazier, focusing on their looks more and not necessarily their health. And we're always trying to find the easy way out. I can't tell you the number of times I've gone on social media looking for like a new business thing I can do. Since like it's hard for me to get a job, I'm like, okay, might as well start a business or something. And all of it is just fucking AI. Flipping AI, I'm sorry, I forgot to say. It's just all AI. Put this thing into AI, I can make a website, blah, 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 AI this, AI that. Most of them are even ads. They're getting their money. And a lot of us stupid people are just buying into it. Everything is becoming automated now. Men are becoming more and more lazy, and it's scary to see. And this just might be the biggest role reversal ever. But that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did watch up to this point right here, if you can hear me, please subscribe, unless you're already subscribed, and please like, share this video. I am trying to get to 1,000 followers by the end of the year, so please help me out. I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out.